empty the chamber on them. And how do you do that? First 6 seconds, point A to point B, everything you got. Everything you got. Turn that shit up. Let's go.
Welcome to the Scoop World Order Columbus NIL Club edition. We have two fantastic guests today. This is Michigan State week. We are grinding along as a team, getting to that bye week. Team is doing fantastic. Big practice today. It is Wednesday. It is the last real work day of the week. And we have a monster on the podcast today. I am so excited. I'm going to get right to him. But first, as always, I'm thankful and grateful for you guys. Thank you so much. Leave us a like, comment down below. Who's your favorite offensive lineman in Ohio State history? And to make it even better, other than Orlando Pace, because everyone's going to rate Orlando Pace. Who's your favorite? I've got one of my favorites of all time on here. I'm so excited to talk to him, talk about a little bit of the stuff he's doing off the field. He's dominating on the field. Super excited to get to him, so I'm going to get right to him. What's up, man? I got my man Dawand Jones. I got Mick Asaf from Columbus NIL Club. How are you guys doing today?
Doing well. I'm doing well. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Dawand, you are doing fantastic. I watched the right tackle more than anybody because it's what I played. I'm so happy for you. I'm so proud of you. Tell me a little bit about how you're feeling, about how you've been doing so far in the season. You guys have been road grading, but you also have been fantastic in pass protection. I always tell people, I'm like, look, I would kill to have Dawand's body and long arms because they are like the ultimate deflector shields when these guys come off the edge because he hits these guys and they basically die. So shut down Isaiah Foskey from Notre Dame. You shut down some really good pass rushers. How are you feeling? How you feel the season is going? And give me a couple things that you think you can get even better at as the season goes along.
I would just say just finishing, you know what I mean? Like, it's just some plays I catch myself just, taking it like just like a second off when it could be like, you know what I mean, a person on back, you know. But like besides that, I would say just keep pass protecting and only keep getting better every week. That's what I would just say.
I love it, my man. Mick, I'm going to bring you in. So, Mick, you are one of the founders of the Columbus NIL Club that features Dawand Jones. It features a ton of Ohio State football players. Tell us a little bit about it. Tell us a little bit how our people that are part of the Scoop family listening to this can support it. And tell me what drove you to start this initiative.
Yeah, for sure. So, my name is Mick. Excited to be on here and talk to you guys. Our mission at Yoke is to build software that enables teams to grow business through building community. Obviously, college sports is all about community. It's all about the fans, all about the players and the fans engaging together. And we wanted to come up with a software solution that gave the team the tools they need to work together in NIL. We felt like a lot of stuff that was happening in the NIL space became really individualized, and it became about individuals, which, Dawand can talk about, but the team is the team, and like every good team is going to be really team centric, and they want to do stuff together because you lift together, you run together, you're in at 6 a.m. in the summer and the spring together. And so we wanted to build a software solution that we felt like aligned with what playing college sports and college football is all about. And so the Columbus NIL Club gives these guys the ability to contribute content and really start a subscription business where they can be the benefactors of that business. And we come in and try to give them all the tools, all the things that take a lot of time. Our company tries to handle so that they can focus on promoting the club and providing content, which still allows them to get ready for games, go to school, go to class, and all of those things that are obviously super important.
Yeah, I think it's a fantastic initiative. I grew up single parent. My dad died when I was 12. So traveling to these bowl games, traveling to the stuff is really tough on families. Dawand, talk a little bit about how the Columbus NIL Club has been able to help you, help your family. Again, they're adding another playoff game, which is going to be another really expensive thing. I've talked to families that have had to take out second mortgages to go see their kids. Talk a little bit about how this can help defray the cost of travel for your family to watch you play.
Yeah, they've contributed a lot. You know what I mean? We get monthly checks at the end of the month. The fans have contributed. Just, they see us play, and there's a lot of Ohio State fans that just love helping us out. And I feel like Columbus NIL Club has done a great job connecting the fans with us and the players, making sure that they understand that we love them, that we appreciate them for giving back to us at the end of the day.
Yeah, I think that's huge. I think that there's a lot of people that really want to help you guys out and make your lives easier, make your family's lives easier, level the playing field, make things a little fairer. Mick, I'm going to come back to you. Give us your options. First off, shout out your website, shout out your social media handles, and give us the options as to how people can help. I know that you have a subscription service and some other areas where people can donate and help support the Columbus NIL Club.
Yeah, for sure. So we're live at columbusnilclub.com and on all social medias at Columbus NIL Club. And I think the biggest thing that we want to get across is that all fans are welcome. The players had decided that they wanted all fans to be able to join and get access to the team. And so it's $5 a month is the minimum, but you can do 5, 10, 15, 20, people doing up to $1,000 a month. It's really just, we want every fan to feel welcome to the community. And then those that, get more benefit or feel like they can contribute more to the club, obviously that helps the players more. They earn more when people are able to, commit more per month. And so you kind of name your own price for the subscription, and fans can go join right now. The podcasts are starting to roll out. You can get exclusive player podcasts on there each week. And then there's an app coming soon. And so fans will be able to go on there, send a question into the message board and have players answer those questions. Like what are you looking forward to this week? What are some takeaways from last week? Players will be able to hop on there and just, shoot. You'll have basically a group chat with all the players to be able to ask your questions about, upcoming games, past matchups, et cetera. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that's a fantastic initiative. So I'm going to do that with Dawand real quick. So Dawand, when you're growing up and even now, are there any offensive tackles in the NFL that you like to watch their film, you like to emulate, maybe a guy you looked up to? Obviously, for me, it was Orlando Pace easily, but I was not as big as Orlando, so I had to look at guys like Kyle Turley that are a little bit shorter playing tackle. Are there any guys you really like to study to help improve your game as your season goes along?
Well, I really like to watch Lane Johnson. I just love his hands and his feet and how he gets to his spot, honestly. And I got to talk to him when I was down at the O-line camp in Dallas. And so I really connected with him and picked his brain. And, I feel like my feet have started to, come along just like how – I wouldn't say his because he's almost, I would say, perfect. But he's about there. So I like Lane. I really can't think of who else. I say Trent Brown, but he's moved to left, so I really don't watch him like that no more. But I think that's really it, just Lane and Trent Williams probably, yeah.
Silverback. I love watching Trent Williams. He's awesome. He's got a great documentary. Shout out my man Duke Manyweather, O-line masterminds down in Dallas. I'm glad he made it down to there. Duke is a guy who buys his Ford trucks from me, so shout out Duke. He's awesome. Real quick, Mick, give me some examples of the availabilities of these players if someone signs up for the Columbus NIL Club. Is it a set date? Is it different players each week? How does that work? People would be dying to support this if they knew they got to ask some questions and support some of these great kids.
Yeah, so with the app, it'll be a lot more continuous conversation because you'll have an app on your phone where you just get a notification like Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. So it'll be a lot easier to get continuous feedback. But you can look forward to a weekly podcast, the new player each week right now, and then usually monthly video calls where it's basically a huge Zoom call with a bunch of guys on the team and all of the members. And so, any member can get access to all that content, and then any member will have access to the app as well, which, in the off season, we're going to try to get guys to do videos about what they do in the off season to get ready. What are some things they do on the side so that younger fans, high school, middle school football players can look at that content and figure out, what can I do to prepare myself this season? Because these guys have so much knowledge and information, and they don't have the time to go out and do camps all the time. So to be able to record content and have a place for that content to live, that fans can come on, parents can get access to the club, and then get access to all that content is something that we're looking forward to in the near future.
I love it. So, Dawand, you guys got your first road trip heading up to East Lansing, Michigan State. That has to be somewhat sentimental to you. You made your first career start up there in 2020, the COVID year. We had, our tackles got knocked out by COVID. What are your feelings going back to the venue you made your first career start? Obviously, you're a totally different player now. You are an entrenched starter, a second-year guy who's really playing at a high level. What are your thoughts going into Michigan State, and what types of challenges will their defense present to you in Paris on the edges as the offensive tackles?
I would say the defense is pretty nice. They lost a couple of games, but they've definitely played teams pretty well, especially on the defensive side. And I just seen my film from the 2020 year, and I just be like, wow, that's like really where I came from, and like it's like crazy because you know what I mean. Like as a kid, I was playing left tackle and it wasn't right, but definitely like technique wasn't how it was how it is now. So I'll be like, yeah. So I kind of like watch film from those years 'cause they kind of got the same defense, just so I can say like don't go back to those like bad habits, or this is like what can happen if like I don't pick up the blitz. So you know what I mean. Like I feel like that's a good representation of myself.
Dawand, I'm going to stick with you real quick. How much of your improvement is from the addition of Justin Frye as our offensive line coach, and in addition, the continual work of Mickey Marotti, who I feel like is the best offensive line strength coach in America? Because I'm sure you looked back 2 years ago, you're not in the type of shape that you are now. I think that you look fantastic. When I see you down on the field, you look really, really like you've leaned out. You're more muscular, stronger. I'm sure sometimes you'll watch that old film and you're like, man, I was really winded or out of shape. My technique failed me because I wasn't in as good a shape. How much has Justin Frye and then Mickey Marotti had an impact on your life and your transformation from your freshman year to now?
Coach Mick just, you know what I mean, he attacked me and just came after me and just told me like either you just need to get it together, and I just feel like it just really hit me and it clicked. And then with Coach Frye coming in, you know, he's an Indiana guy, so I feel like kind of had that connection there, and I just feel like I kind of had to trust him, you know, go blind ears for a little minute. And I feel like once I did that, I feel like we ended up in a good spot so far.
Yeah, I think you guys are doing fantastic. All right, Mick, I'm going to wrap this again. The social medias, the Instagram. What are the best ways for people to find you guys? Are you guys hosting any events coming up? What are some other things that you guys are going to be doing with the Columbus NIL Club?
Yeah, I think even just Googling Columbus NIL Club, the site will pop right up. And just go on there, and even if $5 a month isn't something you can do right now, just sharing it with friends on Facebook. I know that fans come in groups, so the other Ohio State fans that would be interested in hearing Dawand, talk about what went into last week, what's coming up this week, hearing from a new player each week. And then obviously if you have kids, it's certainly really cool for them to get on a Zoom call with all the players, but even any fan, it's really awesome to be able to ask questions in real time and be able to interact with them. So there's a ton of virtual stuff. I think during the season we try to keep it virtual because I played college football, not didn't play as many snaps as Dawand, but played a few snaps, and just know it's exhausting to do in-person stuff during the season. And so in the spring and stuff, we'll look forward to that. But right now it's going to be mostly digital stuff that they can do, on their couch so they can be ready for Saturdays.
Perfect. Well, I want to wrap this up. Dawand, as always, I appreciate you, big dog. I root for my right tackles hardcore, so I love you, my man. Keep grinding, stay healthy, finish those run blocks, put those guys in there. You get to be the bully, man. You're 6'8", and you get paid to be nasty and finish these guys. So love watching you. I love when they run zone to the right and they put you at the focal point of the thing. Last thing I'm going to ask, how much has Cade Stover's emergence helped you guys with some of your combination blocks? Because I noticed when he works with you and PJ and he works, you guys work great, and Cade really is a big help. Because I play with some tight ends that weren't as great at blockers, and they kind of hang out to dry a little bit. Talk a little bit about Cade Stover's emergence, and then we'll wrap this thing up, and you can head off to practice.
I would just say that Cade, he's tough, and I know that already just being with him all the time. Us being in the same class, and I just feel like we had a connection. We came in together in the summer, and so being together and being at the dorms and stuff like that, I feel like we already had a connection. And so I feel like he's had his time to shine. Like Cade showing up to the plate.
Yeah, I love watching you guys. And again, you guys are mashing in the running game, and it is fantastic to watch. So I'm going to wrap this up. I got Dawand. He is my Reichert Automotive brother. We proudly sponsored Dawand because he is the nastiest tackle in the game. Excited for you guys. Appreciate your time, Dawand. Appreciate you, Mick. Again, Columbus NIL Club, a great Christmas gift. It's a subscription. You guys are looking for stuff to get dad, your uncle, your grandpa, your husband. Great gift. Something that really helps these kids out. I think it's a fantastic ad. I really love that it helps all the kids, and it can help these kids, and their parents travel to these bowl games. They're really expensive. So appreciate you guys. Consider that. That being said, I'm going to wrap this thing up. I'm going to take you guys to the film room. We're going to do that next show. So with that being said, thank you guys. Again, a fantastic show. Dawand Jones, the best right tackle in the United States of America right now, playing at a very high level. We have the best tackle bookend duo in the game. So we have a fantastic crew. Support these guys, ColumbusNILClub.com. It is growing like crazy. And again, we now have a sponsorship with them, so we're going to be promoting them. So BuckeyeScoop.com, ColumbusNILClub.com, 2 great subscriptions. Appreciate you guys as always. Comment below. Who's your favorite offensive lineman of all time? Who isn't Orlando Pace? That's the easy one. And if it is Orlando, you can write Orlando. That's all good. But I appreciate you guys as always. Thank you so much, Scoop family. Thank you, Buckeye Nation. Leave us a like. Subscribe to the content. We are pouring it on right now. We're having a blast on our message board. So as always, thank you so much, Buckeye Nation. And thank you, Scoop family. You guys have a great rest of your day. Go Bucks.